Dear Misty, there's a new queen in our town who just won a bar title, and now suddenly she has 20 drag daughters, and they're all hideous, embarrassing. How can I tell her that she needs to become a better drag queen before she starts giving advice to others on how to be drag queens? I actually just recorded an Ask Misty earlier. When drag queens first start, and myself included, we have this newfound ego, or this newfound, wow, I never knew I could be this amazing. And oftentimes, new drag queens think that they're the best drag queen in the world. They're fierce, they're amazing, they're beautiful, and nobody could tell them otherwise. Only through time do they realize, wow, I didn't have a clue. And I think 99% of the drag queens that start thinking they're amazing. And they won't listen to you on how to do their hair, how to do their contour, how to do their makeup, because they're amazing. And I've had them in my show, I've had them in other shows. It happens. It's just the way it is. Now, when you think you're amazing, you're not going to listen to anyone else tell you otherwise, so you don't even try to tell her that she's not amazing. As far as these 20 drag children, you're totally right in the fact that the blind should not teach the blind. They just shouldn't. It's not very often that a Mr. Miyagi situation comes along where you teach someone to become way more fierce than you. It has happened, but not very often. The only good thing is if this new queen and 20 other new queens, maybe together, they'll feed off each other's energy and drive. Like, hey, if you learn how to do this, teach me. Or if you find out how to do that, teach me. And that could be a good thing. But part of me has to believe, not knowing who we're talking about, but part of me has to believe that some of these drag children know she's not amazing. They're just eager that somebody is willing to help them. A lot of times for a new drag queen, it's really hard to get help. It's hard to find somebody that has the time to help you, or that is willing to help you, or it's hard to even ask, would you be willing to help me? A lot of people hate rejection. So I don't know where you live, but is there other drag queens that can help these young kids? Maybe, because I have to think that. And if not, maybe this is their only ticket to get their foot in the door. They just got to get in the door, and then they can fend for themselves. Having a horrible drag mother is better than having no drag mother, maybe. For some people, if you need that extra nudge or that extra push. Because I never had a drag mother. Everything I had to learn, I had to teach myself. And it was hard. A lot of the way, it was really hard. And it's still hard for me. Not having, a big auntie or a mom or, paving the way saying, oh, this is how you do it. I have to discover everything on my own. And at least they can discover things together. So maybe it's not such a bad thing. The only thing that's bad is you're going to have 21, if she has 20 drag daughters, herself included. They're all going to be running on the bar thinking that they're amazing. And that can be very annoying. But eventually they'll realize, through photography especially, start taking pictures. A drag queen should paint for war. Meaning paint for pageants, paint for stage, paint for photography, paint for whatever. So why don't you start, everyone likes their picture taken, especially when they spend a lot of time and energy on their look, right? So start taking pictures of these drag queens and start putting them, create a fan page or an album, hey, the drag queens of wherever you live, like Fort Lauderdale, the drag queens of whatever bar you guys hang out at. And start uploading their pictures. Because once they see themselves through someone else's lens and or camera or photo online, they're going to be like, oh God, what was I thinking? Why do I look rotted in that picture? Why does my hair look bad? Why does my forehead look so big? Why does my nose look like that? You know, and then they're going to start looking at the pictures and be like, oh God, oh God, oh God, maybe I don't have a clue of what's going on. Maybe I should have listened when somebody said you need to contour your forehead and your cheekbones. Maybe I should have listened, you know, and that's the only way without actually going up and being like, y'all are bitches, y'all are nasty, y'all are whatever. But again, if there's not a good teacher, they're left in their own defenses anyway. So maybe it's not that bad. I don't know. Good question, but I don't have a miracle answer for you. Loving you is easy.